Hey everybody, well today's a new day. I'm in Lewistown, Lewistown, Montana, and I finished up the trip yesterday, made a video about that, and I haven't heard any complaints because it hasn't been released yet, so that's good. So I'm going to do this video about the same way. Show you the small towns and then play some music while we see some cool stuff. Today I should see the western part of Missouri. We're going to keep taking these back roads down till we hit Missoula, and then we're going to pick up 90 and we'll go through Idaho, through Coeur d'Alene, all that, and into Spokane, Washington, and eventually we'll end up somewhere down at Tacoma, but not today. It'll probably be tomorrow sometime. So hey, enjoy the video. So I'm going to chance it here and pull out in the middle of rush hour here in Lewistown, Montana. Population 6,000. In fact, it's like 6,070. So I think I should be all right. In fact, yesterday's evening rush hour I did in Petroleum County, Montana, which, as it turns out, is the absolute smallest population county. I think they only have 490 in the whole county, which I actually thought would be the smallest in the country, and it turns out it's not. It turns out there's a county in Texas that has 34 residents as of 2020. Wow, advertisement for State Farm is an old Bronco 2 lifted up. That's pretty cool. This little town, and this is actually, for this area, this is actually a pretty big town, because yesterday, the whole day, the only other town that I was in that was had a population of 6,000 was Sydney, which was over 300 miles. Yeah, look at that old feed store that was revitalized. You could tell it had over there on the right there. You can tell it's got restaurant stuff in there, but they still kept the beauty of the original building. I love that. It's so trendy and great use of historic properties. But so look at this. I'm actually turning off at 200 here. Well, it does say no trucks ahead, so. Use both lanes because I'm sure neither of the two cars that I see within distance will care. Ooh, rush hour. Yeah, I wish I had my camera ready to turn. There was a cool old church over there to the left. I love cool old churches. I love old architecture. Some of the churches are some of the nicest architecture, the ones that lasted years. This still does say I'm on 200. I don't know. A couple routes are running together. My thing here, it says I'm on 87, so. But that's fine. Like I say, heading east over 300 miles. This is the biggest city I've been in, so. Looks like here we're heading out of town, so I'll go back to playing music, and probably speed up some things and some cool stuff. I've been told I'm going to see all kinds of cool stuff across here. If you didn't see my last video, this actually is my first time ever doing this, being up here in the Pacific Northwest, and I'm loving every bit of it. So, well, this little town up here in front of me is Moore, Montana, M-O-O-R-E. Population 199 as of 2022. And I actually saw a graph for this town all the way back to 1990. It's always hovered between 195 and 205, depending on who's having babies. That looks over there to the left. That actually looks like an equipment junkyard. I guess they exist too. I never actually saw one. There's scrap metal of everything. Some more of the towns. Grain elevators, silos. Very typical of every town I've seen along here. They're all very similar and all very unique, and well, I love them all. Well, apparently I might have been wrong about Moore, Montana. Oh, there's a little truck stop over there to the left. Yeah, it seems that might have been a suburb. It was only about a mile away, but that's a little truck stop here. This intersection. This is actually what's showing as the actual town, but not a whole lot to see, but a place that makes little houses. It looks like it make everything, sheds, greenhouses. Nice. Guess we'll see what Hobson has to offer. That's in another 6 miles. Coming through Great Falls, Montana, and this seems like just about every other city in America. Past the Dodge dealer, past the Harley dealer back there, Chevrolet, Toyota, past a Walmart right when we first came into town. So I checked it. They have, it says a population of 60,000, but spread out over a long area. Actually makes this the biggest town that I've been in for almost well, I would say since Sunday, and it's Saturday, or it's Thursday, so yeah, pretty interesting. Feeling overcrowded, time to get out of town. Nice little waterway over here to the right. I went through the town there, and now it looks like I'm kind of on the outskirts. In fact, I'm going to be getting on Interstate 15 up here, which will be the first time I've been on an interstate since last Sunday in North Dakota. So, and I don't think I'm going to be on it for long, but looks like the houses over there are the houses to have. They all got docks and stuff. Yeah, so it's 0.3 miles up here. I'm getting on 15. I'm not going to remember how to drive on an interstate. What that building is up there at the top of the hill. I'm sure you can see it up there. Almost looks like it might be an airport or something up there. I don't know. Fortunately, I didn't have the cameras rolling on the other side. There was an Air Force base. I wish I did, but it kind of snuck up on me. It was kind of hidden in the middle of nowhere, but the entrance had big metal gates up that have to, like big steel gates that you can't get into, that got to be lowered. And it actually said, I forget what the Air Force base was called, but If I remember, I'll look it up and I'll put it down at the bottom here when I edit this video. But it actually said it was the AA&E area, which, you know, stands for Arms, Ammunition, and Explosives. So I imagine that's a pretty high security place there. So yeah, just got on Interstate 15 north here. It turns out I'm actually on 15 north, 89 and 200, just like I've been on. And in 11 miles up here, I'm going to be getting off and following, still following 89 and 200. Over, I believe it's over to the Missoula area, and that's where I'll pick up 90 and pretty much take that the whole way in. Which I've been told that that's all different scenery, so I can't wait for that. I just got off my 11 miles of interstate, and that put me into town. You know, still on Route 89 and 200. This is the town of Vaughn, Montana. Population 975. And actually, the graph that I saw goes back to 2010, and it was about 825 to 850, somewhere in there. The graph didn't say exactly in 2010, so it's actually, I mean, you know, 150 people doesn't sound like a lot, but when you only have 975, that's actually, you know, pretty significant. 14 years. Well, that's actually 12 years, because that was the 2022 census. So it actually showed they're on the rise. I'm not sure why, but still another nice little town. Montana. Yeah. Just like so many other little towns. I really am loving them all, though. And all the old trucks. I have seen so many old trucks and old cars in this area. I guess, I don't know. Things not rust. Is this part of that area that things don't really rust? I don't know. I've heard there's certain parts like that. I'm talking to my buddy Harold. By the way, Sims population is 329, and that stayed steady like that from about, it was as high as 400 in 2015. In 2010, it was about 350, so, or 250. So yeah, a little bit all over the place. the small town of Bonner, Montana, which apparently is up against I-90 because I'm going to be getting on 90 here. But actually, it's been saying Bonner, Montana for quite a long time, so I'm not sure how big the area actually is, but Bonner Mill Industrial Park, looks like a few buildings back in there. I know we're just outside of Missoula. Catholic Church on the left. See how rough these tracks are. Not too horrible. School buses, what a cool little town to live in. Here is a travel plaza that I believe I'm going to pull into because I've been going for 5 hours straight, so I'll take care of some things, maybe take a little break, maybe grab something to eat, who knows, but well, so I stopped here just outside of Missoula and at this truck stop and looked, and here I have 54 videos, so my day is really only half over, but I'm actually going to end this video here. If you saw part one, I'm trying not to make it too long. I don't usually have the attention span to watch long videos at a time, so I'm going to cut this one off here, but don't worry, I'm going to start another one right away. I'm just going to download what I have on this, make it part two, and we'll go from there. I hope you enjoyed this through the state park and everything. I'm not even to Idaho yet. I got to go through the northern part of Idaho, through Coeur d'Alene, down through Snoqualmie, and all that down to Tacoma. So just south of Seattle there, over to the port. So yeah, this is all stuff I haven't done. So I'm enjoying it a lot. I hope you're enjoying the video. If you are, like and subscribe. Comment below if you're from this area, or if you run across these areas, you recognize some places, or anything like that. I read all the comments. It's my favorite part of all this is the interaction. And if not, you can also get a hold of me. Email is finchresources@gmail.com, and I can also be found on Facebook and Instagram under the Trucking Resources name. So thanks a lot, guys, and I'm gonna go start part 3.